Tool changer wars are heating up fast. The Snapmaker U1, it's already here. It performs great. Now the Flashforge Creator 5 is on the way. So we're going to look at real TCT Asia footage and see what it's all about. Let's get into it. So this is non-sponsored content. But if you wind up liking this beautiful bean footage that we're about to show, feel free to use our affiliate link down in the description. It really helps out the channel. And we weren't actually going to order this unit until we saw it printing live, and this really answers a lot of questions for us. So let's see if this Flashforge Creator 5 can really keep up with the U1.
Alright, this is our first real look at the Flashforge Creator 5 in action. And right away you can see this isn't just a concept, it's actually moving, swapping, and doing real work. Things are getting interesting now in this space. We're looking at a true tool changing system, affordable, multiple tool heads, parked and ready, swapping in and out depending on the job. And if this works reliably, it changes everything again. Because right now Snapmaker U1 has set the standard for what just works actually looks like in this space. So the big question is, can this match that level of consistency? A couple of things stand out to me here. The motion system looks smooth, the tool swaps look decently fast, and the overall design feels like it's built for repeatability, not just these demos. Now keep in mind, we haven't seen this tested yet in person. This is early footage. But this is exactly what we needed to see before taking it seriously. And honestly, this is the point where we feel comfortable jumping in on a pre-order. Now if this performs the way this footage suggests, this could be a very affordable option in the tool changer space, even more so than the Snapmaker U1. So now it comes down to real life performance, because if this holds up outside of a show floor, things are about to get really competitive. Up until now, tool changers have basically been a one-player game, and the Snapmaker U1 set that bar. Now we're seeing a second, possibly serious entry. And that matters, because competition is what actually moves the industry forward, not specs, not marketing, competition. If this holds up, buyers finally have a choice. And the moment that happens, pricing, features, and expectations all start to move. Now this next part caught my attention. This isn't something they're really talking about yet, but take a look at this. What you're seeing here looks like some kind of integrated drying or AMS style system. And if I had to guess, this might end up being an optional add-on down the line, which honestly would make a lot of sense. Because managing filament properly becomes way more important once you start running machines like this. So the real question is this just a prototype sitting on the floor? Or are we getting an early look at something much bigger? And then there's this, what we're likely looking at down the line, the fully enclosed top hat version, the Creator 5 Pro. Now let's take a look at what Flashforge is officially showing for this launch.
Alright, so let's break down what this printer actually is, because this printer handles multicolor a little bit differently. And that difference is what matters, whether it's hype or whether it's worth it. Let's check it out.
Alright, so here's what Flashforge is officially claiming with the Creator 5. The big headline is near zero purge waste. They're saying this system can cut both print time and material usage dramatically. This is backed by their own benchmarks, showing major reductions compared to true multicolor setups. This is all powered by what they're calling Flash Swap, 4 independent tool heads, swapping instead of purging. No tower, no waste block, just straight into the next color or material. They're also pushing speed hard here, up to 600 millimeters per second, with multi-material printing in a single pass. Flexibles, engineering materials, and support materials, all in one job without stopping. Now they're also making a big claim on reliability. 300,000 plus hours of testing, near zero failure rates, and the first layer calibration that actually works. That's something we'll definitely need to verify in real life. And for anyone running multiple machines, they're also including fleet management, so you can monitor and control everything from one dashboard. So on paper, this is a very aggressive push into the tool changing space. And now it just comes down to whether it performs the way they say it does.
So this printer is interesting. Is it proven? Not yet. There's no units available. But if you want to get in early, use our affiliate link below. And if you like this type of content, hit that subscribe button, because we're going to cover all the new tool changers and other printers as they come out. And until next time, be glorious.